सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। Om Mahalakshmi Namo Namaha. Bowing down at the feet of Divine Mother Lakshmi, I offer my heartfelt namaskars to all of you. Recently, all of you have heard about the scientists in India putting the satellite or the robot on the robot, means not South African robot which is called light signal, but that robot which moves there on the surface of the moon. So while they were encouraging the scientists, they were taking the name of one Indian sweet which all of you eat. What is that? Jamun. So if in Hindi, ja means go, moon means to the moon. Jamun. So why should I take during Lakshmi festival the name of moon? Because moon is the brother of Mother Lakshmi. Is the brother. Why? Because Divine Mother Lakshmi came out of the churning of the ocean by the demons and the devatas, that is the gods, small letter God. Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, all that gods and the demons together, they churned the ocean. At that time, so many things came. So moon, then Dhanvantri, the doctor of the devatas, Amrita, nectar, all these things came during that churning. Mother Lakshmi also came during that time. That's why I use the term Ja, moon, because now recently we had gone to the moon. It's the brother of Mother Lakshmi. Then there is one scientist who is called the father of quantum physics. What is he told? Now he tells that the first gulp of glass of science or natural science will make you an atheist. So we get a lot of knowledge from science, we become egoistic, we become atheists, technology gives us wealth, we forget about the higher things. So this great scientist, his name was Werner Heisenberg, the father of quantum physics. He tells the first gulp from the glass of natural sciences will make you an atheist. But at the bottom of the glass, God is waiting for you. So you cannot become an atheist because God is your real nature. Now, why did I bring this statement of this scientist here, the father of quantum physics? Because the word Lakshmi, it comes from the root word Lakshya. Dhatu, Lakshya, meaning goal. So how did the name of Lakshmi come from? She is the one who gives us wealth, money and fulfill our desires, so that after we get satiated, so that we can turn our mind towards that goal of life, that is God realization, that is our true nature. So the name Lakshmi means one who turns our mind towards the goal of life, that is God realization. That's why she gets the name Lakshmi. So now, today is Vara Maha Lakshmi Vratham. Vara means boon, giver of boon. Vara means boon. Maha means great. Lakshmi, as I told you now, Vrata. I will take up the term Vrata later on. Now, I was telling about so many definitions. Now, there is one more definition What is that? One of the definition of hospital. What is hospital? An institution which holds your ills by pills and kills you by its bills. So now we need health, isn't it? So there are 8 or even more manifestation of Divine Mother Lakshmi. What are they? Adi Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, Vidya Lakshmi, Gaja Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi, Vidya Lakshmi, Vijaya Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, Aishwarya Lakshmi. Like that, there are different manifestations. So one of the manifestation is Arogya Lakshmi, health. You know, another brother of Lakshmi, just like Chandra, moon, is our brother. See now, the brother of your mother, what do you call here in South Africa? Mama, isn't it? That's why you call Chanda Mama. See, Mother Lakshmi's brother. Now there is another Mama, that is Dr. Mama. Who is he? Dhanvantri. He is the doctor of gods who bought that nectar. He also came during this Samudra Mantana. So health, Arogya Lakshmi is also from her. So many different manifestation of Divine Mother is there. Then there is a Sanskrit saying called Vaidyo Narayano Harihi. The real doctor or doctor is represented by Narayana. Vaidyaha Narayanaha Harihi. Narayana is the true doctor. Now, what is the medicine? Ganga Oshadayaha. Water Ganga is the medicine, and who is the doctor? Narayana. So, Narayana's wife is Lakshmi. So, naturally, she is the one, the giver, the power of Narayana is Lakshmi. So, if you want health, then too, it's Mother Lakshmi. So, now we saw the different manifestation of Mother Lakshmi, and also the name, meaning of Mother Lakshmi. Now, as I told you, today we are celebrating it because today the day is Navami, 9th day in the Hindu calendar, 25th August 2023 in the Gregorian calendar. So today's Tithi is Navami. What is the Paksha? There are 2 Paksha. Shukla Paksha means you are going towards Purnima, full moon. And Krishna Paksha means you are going towards darkness, that is no moon. So this is Shukla Paksha. After 5 days, you will be going to Purnima. Today is Friday. Usually Varamahalakshmi comes exactly on Friday. Tithi is Navami. Shukla Paksha, which is the month, the Hindu calendar, what is the month? So in English or Gregorian calendar it is August. The Hindu calendar it is called Shravana Masa. So some people in Hindi they call Savan also, they keep the name Savan. It comes from Shravana Masa in Sanskrit. So today it's that Tithi, Shravana Masa, Shukla Paksha. So now, who is this Lakshmi, Mother Lakshmi? She is one of the member of the 3 Devi, triad of goddesses. What are the 3? Just now you sang one song. What was that? Mahalakshmi, Maha Saraswati, Mahakali or Durga, whatever. So they are the 3 triad of divinities, the divine mothers. Out of that, this mother, Saraswati, represents Sattva Guna. Divine Mother Lakshmi represent Rajo Guna. Kali represent Tamo Guna. So activity, Ichha Shakti means willpower, activity. She is the one who controls all that thing, Rajas. So Divine Mother represents that, just like Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Now you see Mother Lakshmi's image, the image or the icon, the sculpture of Mother Lakshmi. What have you noticed there? In that you can see she is represented with symbolism. All gods and goddesses, they represent some ideals. That's why you can see they will have, Durga will have 8 hands, 10 hands. So Narayana will have so many hands. Ganesha will have carrying so many weapons and that and this. They all represent certain ideal. They are different permutation and combination of different ideals, which the symbolism which they stand for. So we have to understand what Divine Mother Lakshmi represent with the four hands. So in Lakshmi's iconography, her name, as I told you, Lakshmi, it derived from that word Lakshya. Her four arms are symbolic of four goals of humanity. They are called Purushartha. Purushartha means four goals or objectives of human life. What are they? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So that four goals or objectives of human life are represented by the four hands of Divine Mother. What is that? Dharma, pursuit of ethical, moral life. Righteousness is dharma. What is Artha? Pursuit of wealth. Artha means wealth. So means of life. Then Kama means desire, pursuit of desires, emotional fulfillment. And Moksha, what is Moksha? Pursuit of self-knowledge, liberation. So that is Moksha. So Mother, as I told you, Rajoguna activity, the pursuit of all these things is represented by four hands. Now if you see in Lakshmi's iconography, she is either sitting or standing on a lotus. And also she will be holding lotus, Kamala. So typically carrying a lotus in one or two hands. The lotus carries symbolic meaning in Hinduism and other Indian traditions. What does it symbolize? It symbolizes knowledge, self-realization, liberation in the Vedic context. Then the other context, it is consciousness, represents reality, and karma, work and deed also. Now, why is this flower lotus so sacred, which Mother Lakshmi holds, and also she stands on that? And name of Lakshmi also Padmini, it comes from Padma, Saroja is lotus again. All these are Mother Lakshmi's name. Why does she get these names? What is the speciality of this flower? Why not other flower? She could have been standing on a rose or some other hibiscus flower. Why lotus is selected? What is the symbolism which is represented by this Kamala or lotus? Have you noticed? In our logo also, Swami Vivekananda has kept in that snake, then the lotus and the leaf in the water, wavy choppy water, then the rising sun and the Hamsa. So this lotus, Kamala Pushpa, it represents detachment. What is it? How is it representing detachment? It is in the water. Sometimes it is in the mud, slush, filth, all dirty things, it may be there. But out of that, in the midst of that, this lotus comes out. Though it may be touching, you put water on the lotus or on the leaf of the lotus, what happens? It doesn't get stuck to the leaf or the petals. It will form like a pearl. It will be separated. It will be just like a pearl and it will roll down. So even though you pour water on it, it doesn't get wet or stuck into that. Even though it is in the water, it doesn't get attached to water. So likewise, what does it represent? Stay in this world. You will have all good and bad and everything in this world. There will be so many things, dirty things in this world. But be like a lotus detached from all these things. The detachment is represented by lotus. So Mother sitting on that or holding the lotus, that's the representation. You can see the symbolism. The lotus is so much sacred. That is the reason. Now, so many other explanations I gave about the lotus. Lotus, a flower that blooms in clean or dirty water, also symbolizes purity. Regardless of good or bad circumstances, it grows. It is a reminder that good and prosperity can bloom and not be affected by evil in one's surrounding. So that is the ideal Mother represents when she stands or holds lotus. Now we came to know different aspect of Mother Lakshmi. Now what is this Vrata? As I told you, today is Varalakshmi Vratham. What is meant by Vrata? Now, there is difference between festival and vrata. Festival, fasting and waking up, so that is a vrata. Shiva Ratri, we are fasting. Jagarana, waking up in the night, no festivity. It is vrata. Festivity means eating nicely, enjoyment, offering that and this, making merriment. That is the festival. So this is vrata, where you have to fast, you have to do the worship, you have to do the puja. So that's why it's called vrata. Varalakshmi Vratham. Vrata refers to the practice of austerity, particularly in matters of related to food, worship, devotional practices like the rituals. So now, according to Skanda Purana, what happened according to this Skanda Purana? Once, goddess Parvati asked Lord Shiva about a vrata, this spiritual practice that will be beneficial to women. Lord Shiva then mentioned the importance of Varalakshmi Vratham, which is most beneficial vrata for women. To illustrate the importance of this Varalakshmi Vratham, Lord Shiva narrated the story of Charumati. Who is this Charumati? Pleased with this Charumati's devotion to her husband, father, mother, family and the children, goddess Lakshmi appeared in her dream and asked her to perform the Varalakshmi Vratham. So what is the significance here? We think we want to get the unmanifested God and we go on feeding the photo, the images and other things. But we neglect the manifested God in the form of your father, mother, husband, wife, children, neighbors and the people around you. So see, Mother Lakshmi was happy with this Charumati because she was very loyal and looking after the husband in a very careful manner, serving the parents and looking after the children with great care. That's why Mother Lakshmi was pleased with her. So when you too look after your parents, your husband, your wife and children, God will be pleased with you. Learn to look after the manifested God who is around you properly. Then the unmanifest God will be pleased with you. We forget that. We ill-treat the people around us, paining them in whatever way we want, and then think God will be pleased with us. No. See here, Mother Lakshmi was pleased with this Charumati devotion to her husband and family. Goddess Lakshmi appeared in her dream and asked her to perform this Varalakshmi Vratham. Mother Lakshmi herself gave this vrata to be performed to Charumati. She explained to her the procedures of vrata. In India, they will make the image in different ways and then they worship according whatever that vrata is given. So this procedure is followed in every household in India. We have seen how the mothers used to practice. The pious Charumati invited all her neighbors, friends and relatives and performed the Varalakshmi Puja as directed by Goddess Lakshmi. Soon after the puja, all the people who participated in the puja were blessed with wealth and prosperity. There is also another story for Varalakshmi Vratham, story of Shyamabala and this Varalakshmi. What is that? Another popular story associated with Varalakshmi Vratham is that of Shyamabala. Now the queen Surachandrika and the husband had a daughter named Shyamabala. She was married to a prince of neighboring kingdom. Once when Shyamabala saw in her parents' palace, she saw her mother, Queen Surachandrika, driving away an old lady. That old lady had asked the queen to perform Varalakshmi Puja, but the queen did not like a beggar advising her regarding the puja and therefore she drew her out very in a rough manner. But this kind-hearted Shyamabala invited that old lady who was driven away by her own mother and listened to the greatness of Varalakshmi Vratham. When she returned back to her country, where she was married to. She performed that vrata as directed by that old lady. Soon her kingdom started prospering, and the prince was appreciated for his good governance. But on the contrary, the parents of Shyamabala had to undergo numerous sufferings, and there were sufferings all around. The king and the queen lost all wealth, and people started revolting against their rule. Hearing about the sufferings of her parents' kingdom, Shyamabala sent pots of gold, but the moment Queen Surachandrika set her eyes on them, they turned into ashes. Upon hearing this incident, Shyamabala realized that all this is the result of her mother driving out that old woman from the palace. She realized that old woman was goddess Lakshmi in disguise. You know, one of the statements in the Taittiriya Upanishad is, there is so many things asking you to make them as your God. What are they? Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Let the Guru or the teacher be your God. Let Mata be your God. Let Father be your God. But one more important thing is there. What is that? Atiti Devo Bhava. What is Atiti? You think guest. Invited guest is not Atiti. They are called, invited guests are called Abhyagata. Then what is Atiti? As I told you now, just now, Tithi means the day. Today is Navami Tithi. Tomorrow will be Dashami Tithi. Day after tomorrow will be Ekadashi. The other next day will be Dwadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturdashi, then Purnima. So then again Pratipat, that is the first Tithi. Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Navami. Again the same thing will continue, 15 days. So they are called Tithi. What is meant by a Tithi? Means a person who comes to you without any appointment of date or time. Tithi is called Atithi. A person who comes to you without any appointment, not telling you, suddenly he comes, somebody in the form of a beggar or in the form of a old woman, in the form of somebody. So that is called Atithi, not the invited guest. You treat the invited guest in a very careful manner, but when somebody comes without any appointment, you ill-treat them and you shoo them away. That is very dangerous. It's a very dangerous. See here, this mother, she shooed away that Atithi in the form of the old lady, but that was Mother Lakshmi. So be careful. You do not know how God comes to your doorstep. She can come, take any form like a beggar or somebody, anything. So Atithi Devo Bhava. Let strangers who come to your doorstep without any appointment be your God. That is Atithi Devo Bhava. This mother, she ill-treated her. It was Lakshmi who had come in that form, disguise. So now she is suffering so much. Shyamabala asked her mother to ask forgiveness to Goddess Lakshmi and perform the Varamahalakshmi Vrata. She did so and was able to attain the previous glory. So these are the two. There are so many other stories. These are the two important stories which proclaim the glory of this Vrata. As I told you, after that offering and other things, it will be a festival for the children and the husband and the other people. But for mothers, this puja is Vrata. You have to fast, you have to do all these things. And after that, you can eat and make merriment after that. So it's a Vrata. So now, as I told you, health, Saubhagya Lakshmi. What is this Saubhagya? Saubhagya, one of the meaning of Saubhagya Lakshmi is one who gives long life to your husband, to your children and other people. So the women, when they are doing this Vrata, when they do this Vrata, they will get long life to their husband. That is Saubhagya, one of the meaning of Saubhagya. As I told you, all different manifestation of Lakshmi. Now, how are we to get into that mode of Lakshmi? As I told you, Samudra Manthana, the churning of the ocean. What does it symbolize? Between the gods and the demons, it is happening every day within us. What is that ocean? Ocean is our subconscious mind, the Kshira Sagara. Then what is that Parvata? That one of the mountain was used to churn as the churning rod. And the serpent, Vasuki, was used as the rope to churn. The Devatas on one side and the demons, asuras on one side. So what is it? Our backbone represents the Merudanda, the churning rod. Our subconscious mind seat Muladhara. So our mind is this ocean. Now, what is being churned here in the ocean? Who are the Devatas? The Devatas are the good and positive forces in your mind, the good thoughts and other things. What are the demons, the demoniacal qualities, the bad qualities, the negative qualities in you? There will be always a pull, churning of your mind. It will drag towards the bad forces, want to do bad activities, drags you to all the bad activities. Another force will drag you to the good activities. Churning of your mind. Then you will get varieties of things in your mind because of this churning. Then comes hala. Even this poison which came at that time is also the brother of Lakshmi. So many other trees, parijata, so many other things came. I will not go to the detail. Let me now concentrate, focus on this Lakshmi aspect. Then Lakshmi comes during this period, the giver of wealth. So it is all within your own mind, within your own personality. Mother Lakshmi is in your own heart, there to fulfill all your desires in a dharmic way, righteous way, not the demoniacal way. She will help you and turn your mind towards the goal. And what is that? Your own self, that is God Narayana, or whatever God you may call, the Parabrahma, the Atman which is within you, that is your real self. Now, what is that? Amrita, the nectar, also comes during the ocean. What is Amrita? You think it is a liquid. If you drink, you will become deathless. Okay, you can think like that too. What is Amrita? Means no. Mrita means death. Deathless. So how can you become deathless? When you take away your identity from this body, mind, ego, and identify yourself with the Atman, the Paramatman, then you don't have death. You become deathless. That is Amrita. The knowledge of Paramatman is Amrita. So Mother Lakshmi is the guardian. Take help of her on this day. Do the vrata, fasting, pray to her, and you see the Mother will give everything to you and turn your mind towards the goal. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.